Greetings YouTube, Ronin Frog 87 here, and another card from Dragons of Legend has been revealed, and that card is a normal spell card called Soul Charge, and its effect is as follows. Target any number of monsters in your graveyard, special summon them, and if you do, you lose 1000 life points for each monster special summoned by this effect. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this card. You can only activate one Soul Charge per turn. Ay ay ay, Konami. When are you gonna learn? Alright guys, yeah, I mean, obviously, I think this card is super freaking broken, and here's why. Alright, so let's take a look at the negative aspects of this card first, since, you know, I'm the type of guy who always wants to hear the bad news first before hearing the good news. Well, and you'll see why. Well, we'll see right now. I mean, first off, the cons about this card. I mean, cons as in, you know, the negative aspects of the card itself, not what it's going to mean to the whole metagame in general. So the cons about the card itself is it has a heavy life point cost. 1000 per monster ain't no joke, you know? that's hefty damage right there. And then not a great card early game. You know, when you draw this opening hand, you're like, uh-oh, kind of stuck with it. And then lastly, you know, you have to skip your battle phase. Alright, now that that's out of the way, let's take the good about this card. And good, I mean, you know, the broken aspects of this card, not, you know, that is good in the overall general scheme of the meta. Alright, so here's my first point. So if people are willing to pay half of their life points for Solemn Warning, then 1000 life points is like practically next to nothing for essentially monster reborning a monster. I mean, you can special summon up to 5 monsters. Sure, that's 5000 life points, but realistically, let's say 3 monsters is probably gonna be the max of what you summon off of this thing. I mean, 3000 life points, ain't that worth it for 3 monsters? I mean, come on now. And let's see here, next point. You can special summon any monster that doesn't require specific summoning conditions, or if you can special summon monsters who have their special summoning conditions met. You know, things like BLS, Synchro monsters, and Xyz monsters. And wow, guys, that's freaking crazy. You if you go out, if you get out a BLS and they get rid of it somehow. Oh, okay, next turn I'll just play this card, or cards like Blastoise Soldier, I'll get this card. Or imagine, you know, your graveyard has like 3 Synchro monsters in there, like Stardust and Scrap Dragon, and I don't know, something else. I mean, they won't get. I mean, the ones that that get their effects from special summon won't get their effects. But Stardust can still use its effect to negate destruction. Scrap Dragon can still use its effect to destroy things, and that's freaking crazy. Alright, next point, guys. This card is going to be way too abusable in decks that can fill up the graveyard fast. You know, things like Mythic Dragons, Silverins, and etc. You get the freaking point. I mean, imagine this in Mythic Dragons. They just go dump Card of Consonance and trade in, and you know that one, and you know the Fool's Burial and all that crap. I mean, wow. I mean, first turn and Card Trooper, and these things like Card Trooper and freaking Career Bandit now. Wow. I mean, you just like dump all your monsters. Real fast. I mean, they can do it in one turn, guys. Things like Mythic Dragons and Sylvans and Lightsworns can just dump, like with reckless abandon, and then they go this card. Ah, man, that's just like a whole other headache on a whole other level. Wow. All right, guys. Next point as to the good about this card. Skipping your battle phase means absolutely nothing if your opponent can't get over what you have on board. I mean, let's think about it. Let's use that example with Stardust and Scrap Dragon. I mean, sure, you skip your battle phase, but if your opponent can't do next to diddly squat on their turn, and then it's your turn, oh, guess what? Now I can attack with my Stardust and my Scrap Dragon or whatever the hell else I summoned. And goodness gracious, guys, that's just retarded. Sorry, I'm not using that word, but in this case, wow. I mean, sheesh, jeez Louise. All right, next point. The monsters keep their effects. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but I didn't read anywhere on this card where it says, like, you know, the monsters' effects are negated. You know, a lot of cards, like, you know, like Junk Synchron and Crane and Debris Dragon, and well, you get the point. You know, all those cards, when they special summon monsters from the graveyard or your hand or your deck, their effects are negated. Well, it looks like they're not negated with this card. So does that mean, you know, Stratos stays banned forever because of this card? Imagine this card in gadgets. You have like a set of gadgets in the grave. You pay $3 grand to get them all back. So it's not only. All right, let's say Soul Charge was the only card in your hand, and there's 3 gadgets in your graveyard. You go play Soul Charge, pay 3,000 life points. Oh, you just got 3 monsters. But wait, there's more. Now you can search an additional 3 monsters off the gadgets. That's 6 cards. But wait, there's more. Now you can go into a bunch of Xyz monsters. You can go into Xyz monsters, which, you know, can give you further pluses. I mean, with the gadgets alone, you turn a 1 card into a +5 with more room for damage. That's just crazy. That's just too crazy good, man. I mean, the fact that, the positive aspects of this card farly outweigh the negative aspects means that this is one freaking broken ass card, guys. Let's be honest. Let's be real here. This card it will be a detriment to the game. It's just like a rekindling. It's just like a dimensional fusion. It's just like oh, guys, sorry. All these card names are escaping my head because of the brokenness of this card. It's like a return. There you go. It's like a return from a different dimension. Remember those cards, guys? I mean, I'm pretty sure you do. It's only been a format. But still, goodness gracious, Konami, when are you gonna learn? Like, cards like these simply aren't just healthy for the game. But then I realized, Konami is a business, and they're gonna make cards that move product. So, you just would wish that Konami could find a balance between those two, but sadly, guys, it ain't gonna happen. I mean. So yeah, I mean, I thought Primal Origins was gonna be a revolutionary set, with introducing things like artifacts and new cards for Bujins and Madolche and Sylvans. But this set in and of itself is gonna be pretty revolutionary so far. I mean, you got things like Creep Bandit, Mathematician, and now this, and who knows what else is gonna be in there, guys. And now I'm kind of, things like Creep Bandit and Mathematician made me hopeful for this set. Now I'm kind of scared of what's gonna be in there, Well, alright, guys, those are my thoughts on this card. Let me know what you guys think, please, down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Ronin Frog 87. I bid you farewell, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.